Hey guys, Nurse Alyssa here. Today I'm going to be going over the COVID-19 antigen testing. So this is the rapid test. So I do have this kit and how to self-administer this safely. So inside the testing kit, we have 5 testing devices. Here, I'll just get my pointer up here. So we have 5 testing devices. We have 5 nasal swabs. We have 5 buffer solutions. We have 1 test tube stand, 5 of the caps for the test tubes, and 5 test tubes. So on this page, I'm just quickly showing you the gist of what we're going to be doing to take this sample and to actually read it. So first we collect the sample, then we're mixing it, we're putting on the cap, putting in the drops. So first we're going to prepare our supplies. So we're going to grab out 1 of each supply from the box. So we have our cap, for the test tube, we have our buffer solution, we have the actual testing device, we have our test tube and testing rack, and we have our nasal swab. So you're going to take your buffer solution and put it into your test tube here. So empty the whole container of the buffer solution into the test tube. So I'll let you do that right now. Next, we're going to open up the package to the nasal swab. And so either if you're doing this on yourself or on your child, you're going to bring the head back at a 70-degree angle, and you're going to insert the swab either a ½ centimeter to a centimeter into the nasal cavity, and you're going to use a circular motion and go for 5 to 10 seconds in each nasal cavity. Once you're done collecting the sample from the nasal cavities, and you're going to do both for 10 seconds, next you're going to put the cotton tip applicator into the actual solution here. So you're going to put it into the test tube, into the solution, and you're going to twirl it around 15 times. Okay? And you can squeeze the container, making sure it's really twirled around, mixed up well. Next, you're going to leave the nose swab in the actual test tube, so in the buffer solution, and you're going to set it all into your little test tube holder here. And you're going to leave it in there for 2 minutes. So you're going to leave the nasal swab in the buffer solution for 2 minutes. So just set a timer, and then you can come back to this video for the next steps. So after the 2 minutes are up, you are going to remove the swab out of the test tube. So while you're taking it out, you're going to squeeze, like it shows in the picture here, you're going to squeeze the test tube and wring out the nasal swab, making sure all the fluid is off of the nasal swab. And then you can just discard the nasal swab. Next, you're going to apply the cap to the test tube, and then you're going to turn your test tube upside down, and you're going to add drops into this small little circle here. You're going to add 3 little drops into there. Once the 3 drops are in there, you're going to set your timer for another 15 minutes. After the 15 minutes, you can read the results, okay? So the C stands for your control. So control should always be there. If the control doesn't come up, it means the test is no good. So it would be invalid if the control line isn't there. The control line always has to be there, okay? And then for the T, it stands for your test. So if it shows up a line under your test, that means it's positive. If it doesn't have a line under the testing, it's negative. And then once again, if it does not show a line here where the control is, but even if it does show a line where the test is, it is an invalid test. The test is no good and you would have to redo it, okay? So either you want this here or the negative. Obviously we want negative, but you want to see either one of these for the testing to be valid. So for these tests, it does say on the instructions and also on this card that you can do a nasopharyngeal swab. I'm personally going to suggest against this. I mean, everybody can do what they want, and on these little cards that they do have in here, it shows you exactly how to do them. I am going to absolutely suggest against this for at-home use. That should be done by a trained professional. Nobody at home should really be doing a deep nasal swab. It's perfectly fine just to go inside the nasal cavity. That's personally what I'm suggesting, but if you want those instructions, they're on the card. But once again, I am suggesting against doing that. We don't need anybody having any damage to their nose or throat. So that's all I have for this video. I will catch you in my next one.